What up with you? It's your boy West Coast. So, yo, it's being reported that Rico Gathers is going to be suspended for one game, the first game versus the Giants, week 1 of the season, due to violation of the drug abuse policy. You guys remember at the beginning of the season of 2018, he was arrested. Him and a female were about to roll up a blunt and smoke it. And it looks like the police, I forget what city they were in, but the police rolled up on him and he was arrested. So this is the conclusion of that case. To be honest with you, I don't think this has any bearing on his status for this year because it didn't have any bearing on his status for last year. The Dallas Cowboys still proceeded to put Rico on the field, and they still proceeded to put him on the field and not throw the ball to him. So, you know what I'm saying? He played in 14 games last year and only had 7 targets, caught 3 passes for 45 yards. So, if it didn't affect his status last year, I don't assume it's going to affect his status this year. Just kind of sucks because, that's one less opportunity for him to get out there on the field. I think this is going to be a breakout year for Rico Gathers, but, like my mom said, sometimes you gotta let the weeds grow up so you can pluck them, so you can get to that new grass, you know what I'm saying? So, this is one of those weeds that he planted, for real, this is one of the weeds that he planted back in 2018 through his actions of getting caught smoking weed. And it just manifested. So Rico Gathers will be suspended for one game, the first game of the season. It also makes sense why the Dallas Cowboys have also been like, whenever they do press conferences and they talk about Dallas Cowboys tight ends, they always say Jason Witten, they always say Schultz, they always say Jarwin, but they never say Rico Gathers. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it had gotten to the point where I was almost like, man, are they purposely not doing it? Are they purposely telling them not to say Rico Gathers? So now with this suspension coming down, it totally makes sense. I don't think I know a lot of people are going to be saying, oh, you need to cut him, you need to do this, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You get in trouble, things happen, you know what I'm saying? But he still has he still has opportunities, and in my opinion, I think Rico Gathers still has a huge upside for the Dallas Cowboys, considering Jason Witten is only signed to a 1-year contract. So I know a lot of people be saying that Rico can't block, but you got to remember this, man. On the final 3 drives of the Dallas Cowboys season, when we were running the ball, Rico Gathers was the lead blocker on 2 of those plays, coming out of the tight end position. So the Dallas Cowboys do trust Rico Gathers to block and to be able to fill his assignments. But it just sucks that this suspension comes down. It's good to know that it's only 1 game, so he's still going to have 15 opportunities to show what he's able to do. But, we just got to make sure that nothing happens after this, because after this, if I'm not mistaken, it will be a second game. Then it goes to 4. Then it goes to 6. Then it goes to 10. Then it goes to a year. Then you're David Irvin and you're suspended indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? So stay off the weed, man. You know what I'm saying? Or CBA change the rules so we can stop punishing folks for weed, right? You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm Tyson West Coast Cowboy. Never look down because the star is up. Peace.